Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the 7th episode of Zetsuen no Tempest. Now, last episode, we got to meet Junichiro, and he seems to be pretty close to Hakaze. He believes that she died because of the story Samon told him, but the thing is that he had a body to show him which must be similar, very similar to her real body, if he bought it because he, is familiar with her bone structure or skull or something. It's all a little bit weird, to be honest, just the stroking. I don't quite, it's a little bit creepy. But the point is he has a lot of affection for Hakaze, and she blushes a lot when Mahiro brings up the subject. And he's definitely not our enemy, at least right now doesn't seem to be. He's kind of neutral, but emotionally he's with Hakaze because he likes her, of course. And yeah, I don't think he's gonna join Samon and fight against us anytime soon, so that's fine. But we could use him as a more direct ally, but I guess that's not in the cards right now. But we also got some information on Aika, how she's not actually blood related to my hero. So we've been getting some kind of build up about why he, has such intense feelings for her. But that we're starting to get some explanation on that now with some of those little flashbacks we're getting for like him on the couch and talking about what kind of relationship they will have, and her making some comment about being his woman as she, gets closer to him on the couch. So definitely teasing what kind of relationship they could have had. And that could certainly make things more complicated because of the thing that she had with Yoshino. So things could definitely get very heated because, for one thing, my hero seems to be getting closer to figuring out what's up with Aika and Yoshino. Like, we keep getting little scenes where he's kind of bringing the subject up, and we're kind of getting closer to eventually he will either figure it out or he'll admit that he already knows. One of those two things will happen soon enough. I would imagine within 5-ish episodes if I had a venture, I guess. But anyway, also there was a deal between Yoshino and Yamamoto that my hero, I guess, did not know anything about. That's also a thing. So, oh yeah, one more thing I know this intro's already been kind of long, but they also, Junichiro mentioned something about the tree of Genesis and Hakaze being more dangerous than the tree of Exodus. I don't think we got any elaboration on that, any clarification on that. So I don't know how seriously I should take that. I guess I'll just wait for more information. So anyway, let's get into it and get more information about a lot of things, I'm sure. 3, 2, 1, play. One thing I want to mention that's kind of funny. The person that's, the Patreon supporter that requested this anime reaction made a comment when he did so about how he hasn't really seen any other reactions to it. Which, that's fine. But I've also got comments from other people, saying like, wow, it's actually a reaction to this. That's amazing. I can't believe this day has actually come. I may be exaggerating a little bit, but I've gotten a couple comments like that as well, so I just think it's kind of funny. I don't know why it wouldn't have reactions. It's a good show. Those reaction channels that really like to, speculate would have a field day with this anime. Like Semblance of Sanity, I think they would enjoy reacting to this show. But I guess it's just not popular enough for anybody to ask them. Which is unfortunate. Back to this room with those flowers. And right off we're starting right off with this scene. The most memorable scene. So what's his response? Okay. I had a feeling it would be not too accepting. Well, right out with that. If you're complaining, I'll take her. Okay, we're gonna have a problem here if you keep badmouthing that body of hers. He must not be if he's unironically saying this nonsense. Yeah, we see how well that went. Well, for one thing, I'd call you a bit of a tease. Ooh, she looked at me like that. Yeah, things are definitely gonna blow up a little bit at some point between Yoshino and my hero. Where exactly are you guys? First Kiss. That is not a title I thought I would see in this anime. But okay. Who are we referring to here? Yoshino and Aika flashback? Smart. I can't stop thinking about the title now. Oh, wow. Always delivering on this front. I appreciate that. Borrowed. Stole. Well, nobody else is using it. You think of it as a... What's the word I'm looking for? Commandeering, I think it is. Salvaging. We're putting it to good use. That's what we're doing. Anyway, what I got from that flashback was they have a complicated relationship. That's kind of what I got from that. I have no doubt as well, either. How do I grammar? Yeah, once that's taken care of, what do we do then? That's the question. When you live for revenge, what do you do once you've got it? That's always what you have to ask yourself. I don't know how to let him see that. Well, he no longer has a girlfriend to text for one thing. Yeah, you just gotta hope he doesn't get a hold of your phone. I think that could be bad. So we are gonna get some Yoshino Aika flashbacks. I agree with Aika 100% on that. I'm glad summer break homework's not really a thing in America, the way it is in Japan. Judging by the title, I assume so. And really smooth, dude. Oh, she's down here too. Well, of course not here. Good thing there's the dividers. People can't see them if they wanted to. Oh, okay. What are we talking? Summer house. Would they? That sounds horrible. Yeah, that's the important part. uh, I believe that. And she is pretty. How dare my hero say she's not sexy? That's just ridiculous. She's literally perfect. I don't know what he's talking about. So, Wow. I can't believe nobody else wants to be his friend. I mean, look how considerate he is. Oh. Okay. Oh, that was cute. What's that about? Trying to set him up. Like a double date type thing. It looks like. I already have a girlfriend that I can't tell you about. Just saying. I mean, it's not the worst thing you could do. uh, this is so slice of life-ish for this show. Which I'm fine with, you know. Slice of life is my favorite anime genre, really. It's just so weird getting it in this show. And they are pretty cute. Like generic, for a generic side characters, they're cute. I have to, you know, qualify that. They're playing darts. And, you know, focusing on it. I guess it did not go well for them. I think they wanted more attention. What, is that his way of getting girls to leave him alone? Bringing them on a date and then ignoring them? I guess. You talk as if you have one. I get what he's saying. uh. Well, you know. But anyway, it did not go super well for anyone, I don't think. As well as a couple random girls. Should probably mention that part. Or two. I think one's enough. Really? I don't think that's true. Wow. That's a little bit weird. A good ability to have. I guess I can agree with that. Yeah, but not you. Because you're special. Okay, I think we have a shipper over here. Yeah, Kimochi Warui is a good way to put it. You kind of implied it. It's not impossible the first kiss is refrains on My Hero and Yoshino. Probably. I mean, they're still with each other now, so. I don't know, really. I don't think at this point he does. But he could. It's really obvious. It's really hard to tell whether or not he knows, because some things he said could be interpreted that way or not. What? How was a colored girl's clavicle? It just says Kanajo. That's great. Girlfriend. I meant to say girlfriend. My weebness sometimes leaks out. Well, now you know. He did say that in that flashback that we had. Yes, I saw the flashback, I know. I'm not surprised to hear that. Yeah, do you have anything to say to that? Oh, now I want to sleep in there. I guess. So you remembered. Oh, well, okay then. Aika. Well, I'm not afraid to. Just give me the word and I will do that all the time. Again, I would know exactly what to do. I'm sure she didn't. Uh, yes, you are not wrong, but circumstances were different, so... Didn't get trapped in your own imagination like that. Okay, that was an interesting transition. Do whatever you can with your own hands. There's a not safe for work joke there somewhere. I'm so glad I've gotten to hear Aika's voice so much this episode. Hanakana's voice is like candy for the ears after all. Yeah, sure, that's what it was. Oh, I love this girl. Stop fighting, you two. Never mind, I'll just go over here. Yeah, just let him do it. I have faith in him to do this right. I also would like to eat at some point, guys, just so you know. Non-title. Crap, I should have started at the bottom. That was the important part. That's something about after dinner. You're burning it. And I guess he's right, the stars are quite pretty. Yeah, this is definitely a flashback-based episode. Yeah, I said he estimated lights, light pollution. I suppose they are. But they're not as radiant as you, right? Very poetic. Oh, first kiss time? Uh, I can only imagine how soft and warm that hand is, especially at nighttime like that. I think we're gonna do it. We're getting pretty close. We're almost there. And we were interrupted. Well, could have been worse. He could have seen you two kiss, so. Yeah, that moment when your friend interrupts you kissing his sister. We were looking at the stars. What does it look like? And that's when he said it. A little bit different than Ika in that regard. Uh, why do you say that? Are you planning on calling him in the middle of the night to get him to come out to meet up again for a second chance at a first kiss? You didn't ask. And he did it. Why? Oh. Okay. I don't know if she's as evil as you paint her to be. Well, that's not true at all. I would love to try. How long has she been part of that family? Have they said it before? Are you gonna tell him something here? Yes. Are you gonna finish that? Okay, I didn't think you were. Not the worst thing in the world. Unless you can't cook, I guess. Well, that's a later. It took her longer to call than I thought it would. Like morning. He's just sleeping like a baby over there. And here we go. Yes, as we've established. Ooh, choke! That's not safe. Oof, and that's exactly why. I guess this is a good spot as any for our first kiss. They'll never find us here. Talks about him not taking the lead, and then she's on top for this, of course. Your hair's kind of in the way. Okay, there we go. And you stopped again. Nobody even interrupted this time. Why did you stop? Well, you gotta do it, otherwise the title's kind of a lie. I don't think that's a big deal. I don't think they're gonna tell my hero. I'm sure they can keep a secret. But what about first kiss? We didn't get any kiss, let alone a first one. I guess we got 2 half kisses. Maybe that counts as a full kiss if combined. Oh. Actually kind of scared me. That scared me a lot more than it should have. Yeah, no need to point that at Yoshino. It's not really funny. You suddenly pointed a gun at me. Okay? That's scary no matter how you look at it. Yes, I knew. May not have heard it before, but I assumed it was more Hamlet stuff. And I guess we're done with our flashback stuff. And next episode, I guess we'll continue our adventure. But we didn't get a first kiss. That bothers me so much. You straight up lied to me, Sho. I guess technically it didn't say it would do a first kiss. It just kind of just means it's a subject of the episode. And I guess attempts were made at the first kiss, 2 of them. So I guess it technically is not complete clickbait because of that. But it still bugs me a little bit. Like, have they ever kissed at all? Or did she die before that could happen? That's kind of what I have to assume now. Because I don't really know why they would tease us like that with a couple of almost kisses. Because I'm trying to think about why they would do that from a storytelling perspective. They're obviously talking about potential stuff that could have happened between Aika and my hero under different circumstances. So maybe it's supposed to represent Aika's, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but apprehension maybe about choosing Yoshino over my hero. Maybe she's like not sure who she wants to be with at all, so she doesn't feel like she can fully commit to Yoshino. I don't know. That's the only thing I could possibly think about why they would tease us like that with those almost kisses like that, and why she would stop for such a stupid, silly reason. But yeah, that was the 7th episode of Zetsuen no Tempest. But anyway, like I was saying, because obviously she didn't really stop because sunflowers were watching her. That's just silly. I don't know. It was clearly an excuse. She just didn't want to do it or had second thoughts or something. Either that or she's an even sillier girl than I thought, which I guess isn't impossible. But we also had scenes where my hero talked about how what an evil schemer she is and a plotter and all that. So that also could have played a role in that. Maybe she's trying to play Yoshino for something. I don't know. I at the best of times I can't understand what anime girl is thinking. Not especially one that where they specifically point out that it's difficult to understand what she's thinking. At least for my hero, of course. But yeah, I'm just a little bit confused by your actions. It's kind of my overall point there. But I guess that should surprise nobody. But with the episode, yeah, it was called First Kiss. We didn't actually get a first kiss. We just had a couple of attempts at one. But just never happened. So I'm not really sure. I don't know. What did we really learn from this episode? Well, let me go back and see. Well, we did continue that one little bit between Aika and my hero in the flashback. I want to look back real quick to exactly what he said in response to that, because it's probably important. Because she said the line about, so what you're asking is if I would be your woman. And what he said in response to that, while she's like, straddling him almost. He said, no, I wouldn't be that crass. So basically he's saying he wouldn't ask, but doesn't mean he wouldn't want to. I guess is kind of the reading between the lines there. Exactly, how do you want to end up with your little sister? And then talking about how she doesn't view him as a brother because they're not related by blood, which is fine. Then why does it have to be you? So basically right here, I guess he's lamenting that he has feelings for her that he doesn't want to have, I guess that's what he's saying there. You're the exact opposite of girls I date. You have no boobs or sexiness, which is such a stupid thing to say. She's plenty of sexy without, oversized boobs, so screw you, my hero, for one thing. And also he mentioned about how most of the girls that he goes out with pursue him, so I'm not sure why that would be relevant, because, he doesn't target them for any real reason. They kind of target him, so. Yeah, there he sort of says, why do you interest me? So he kind of admits it there. You weren't getting enough sleep was such a... I don't think that's all it boils down to. So yeah, there's obviously some potential for something here. And then it just tells her not to be in a relationship with anyone else, and we can kind of see how that went. And then she straight up says, what if I'm already in one? And what does she say when he asks about it? She doesn't directly answer the question, she just being, vague about it. So, yeah, my hero definitely at this point in the story, at that point in the flashback, has reason to suspect that she is with someone. It's obviously not she didn't straight up say that she was, but she did kind of heavily imply it. So that, combined with him knowing that Yoshino had a girlfriend, he could put that together. So it is definitely possible that at the current day in the story, he does know there was something there and is just, dancing around the issue for whatever reason. I'm not sure why he wouldn't be upfront about that, though, unless he just wants Yoshino to admit it for whatever reason. I don't know. But I'm kind of 50-50 on whether or not he actually knows. Because they actually had Yoshino ask about that, well, in his head, about, I wonder if he knows. So definitely putting that seed out there of the possibility that he could know. So that's certainly interesting. But yeah, the entire episode was pretty much focused on the three-way relationship between Aika, Yoshino, and my hero, because they all have relationships with each other, and it's all very messy and entangled and confusing and complicated. It's quite something. And then we had this weird double date thing, which did not go well at all. Wasn't really sure what to make of that at first, because suddenly, because he invites Yoshino out, hangs out with a couple girls that Yoshino's never met before. They go for darts, and the girls at first were like, "Oh, cool, you're doing so well at darts," but yeah, because they're like pros, and then they smile and giggle and all that stuff. But yeah, then they just keep doing it, and then the girls start to get salty. The only thing I could think of that they're upset with here is that they were ignoring them. I guess that upset them. I don't know, because they didn't really say much to them, and I guess that's the problem. So, I don't know why they ignored them, if they intended to do that, or they just too busy having fun with their best friend to focus on the girls. But they did not leave this thing happy at all. And neither did Yoshino, really. Yoshino was not a big fan of any of this. But I guess later on we found out that the point of this is he wants Yoshino to have a girlfriend, which I guess I kind of suspected that possibility while watching this. But as the audience, we know that he already has one, but I guess my hero did not at that point. And then he kind of lectures him a little bit about what it means to get a girlfriend and how you don't just hey, I want a girlfriend, let's see if I can find a good candidate. It should be more of hey, this girl that I'm interacting with, I like her a lot. It would make me happy to have her as my girlfriend. Maybe I should try to make that happen. Kind of trying to give his perspective on that subject. And then my hero talks to Aika about the subject, which she had some interesting things to say about Yoshino, which was quite funny. But yeah, just things are just really complicated. Is kind of the point of this whole thing. I don't think there's anything more to say on it than that. They obviously went to the summer home, had fun. My hero just not quite getting why Aika invited Yoshino on the trip. Just thinks that it was to basically force him to work and all that. It's kind of evil plot reasons, but we know that's not quite it. Although there could be a little bit to that as well. They got their kiss interrupted. And then when they actually were not interrupted, she stopped it herself. So definitely not sure exactly what she was thinking about there, why she stopped it. But if I had to venture a guess, it would be because of my hero. But I can't really figure out specifics on what she was thinking there, really. She's apparently a very complicated girl. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's all I really have to say on it. I'm not sure exactly where this will all end up, but we're definitely building up towards something. We had a comment about how they will always, my hero and Yoshino, they'll always be by each other's side. So I still think that at some point we'll have a big argument on this subject, and they'll probably separate temporarily and then get back together and make up because they, can never be truly separated. I still feel like we'll get that at some point within 5 or so episodes if I had to venture a guess. But I guess we'll see. But we're definitely going to have to come to some sort of climax in regards to this subplot. I mean, they wouldn't dedicate this kind of time to it if it wasn't going to have some sort of payoff in the future. But we still haven't figured out exactly who killed Aika just yet. We know that it's a member of the Kusaribe family. They heavily imply that the reason why she was killed was so we could use her body for this plan, so we would have we would have a skeleton that was similar enough to Hakaze's body to pass as her, so people could believe the story specifically Junichiro, could believe the story that she died in the barrel. So we kind of know the why, if that's true. But we still don't know who specifically did it. I don't think someone would have done that sort of thing, personally. There's already been kind of a precedent of him sending other people to do things, like Natsumura, for example. And the other guy, which one was it? Was it Tetsuma? It might have been. So I don't think he would have done it himself. So, it must have been just some other underling, I would assume. But I don't know. I still imagine there being some kind of big revelation on who it was, but I don't know who it could have been that would be like a big surprise or anything like that. So maybe not. Maybe there won't be any kind of revelation or plot twist, and I'm just kind of hoping for too much in that regard. But I guess we'll see at some point in the future. But it's still a subject of interest to the characters, of course. And also brought up the idea that Yoshino, that my hero, yes, I get the names mixed up a lot, okay? My hero is living for revenge right now, and what will he do afterwards? Because right now he's working towards saving the world, working with Hakaze, only because of his own personal side plot of getting revenge. Once he's gotten that, will he continue to try to save the world? Will he just go somewhere, take a nap? Will he jump off a cliff? I mean, who knows? That's the question, so... Hopefully nothing too bad, though. Hopefully he can continue to fight for good and justice and all that after he gets revenge. I don't know. But yeah, I think I've already talked way too much about this episode anyway, so I'm going to end it off here. This was a good episode. I liked it. I liked the insight we got in the characters, and I look forward to seeing where things go from here. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.